We've made our way to the Ocean Marina Yacht Club on Thailand's eastern seaboard for one of the biggest sailing events of the year. The top of the Gulf has become the largest multi-class regatta in Asia, attracting over 200 boats and more than 500 sailors. Hosted by Ocean Marina and supported by several other major companies, the 9th Top of the Gulf Regatta, with several events rolled into one. For 120 youngsters, it was all about competing in the Optimus National Championship, while for highly competitive teams of 5 or 6 sailors, it was in the One Design Plateaus, with the Coronation Cup up for grabs. For the rest of the competitors, the trophies covered the whole gamut of wind-based action, from windsurfing to beach cats and dinghies, plus monohulls, multi-hulls, sports boats, cruisers, and the ultra-fast racing class. When it came to the weather on the first day, Pattaya delivered. On board the start boat, the members of the fleet were eager to hear the start gun. Then it was time to catch the wind. From windsurfers to opties, beach cats, multi-hulls, monohulls, you've got more than 200 vessels on the water, and you couldn't have picked a better day for the start of the Top of the Gulf Regatta. Well, you can't get a better sight than this. Spinnakers unfurled with Pattaya in the background. It's a great day for sailing.
While rain is out on the press boat, I've managed to nab myself a spot on one of the real racing boats. I'm on One Barang, and that crew is a local team, and they're going to be competing for some of the top prizes. Now I've got my little GoPro with me. I'm going to catch lots of good action.
The Opti National Championships are now in their 37th year, and sailing is gaining a greater interest with Thai children. This year's Opti sailing was sponsored by leading Thai property developer Sansiri. Well, Minnie, it's a great event, the Top of the Gulf Regatta, and it's great to see companies like Sansiri getting involved. What brought Sansiri into the event?
Well, Sansiri has always been involved with children. Any children's activities, in anything concerning education, sports or health, we are very happy to get involved. And this is like all 3 in 1. So it's a great thing to be involved in, yes.
Now the Optimus, the event with the Opties, has been going, I believe, for around 38 years. It's one of the longest running sailing events in Thailand. It's so great to see all those kids getting involved, isn't it?
It is very nice, but we have a different thinking, because although the children are the future, but at the end of the day, they can grow up to be decent adults when they have every factors, and they have experience, because with this sailing thing, it's not just giving them good health, but it's a learning experience I mean, it's a life skill experience
Yeah.
because they have to think on their feet, what to do because they're out there by themselves. And it's also teach them to be, how can I say, a humble winner
Yes.
and a good loser.
ในทะเลพยายามบอกน้องให้ไปทางที่มันถูกต้องคุณเก๋กับคุณหลันจะให้น้องทำเองให้มากที่สุด
Your son is sailing here. Why do you think it's such a great sport for kids?
Because I think he can help himself when he is alone, and he feel that his heart is stronger, and he feel like an adult that can make any decision while do sailing.
It's fantastic, yeah? Now, the school that he goes to actually has sailing as part of the school curriculum. I mean, that's not very common, is it, in Thailand? I think it's quite special.
It's very special. I think maybe in Thailand it's only this school that have the sailing program.
Wow.
It's very interesting. Yes.
And the children, they really enjoy it, they get into it.
In the beginning, they might not feel anything, but when they have joined the program, they feel like it and feel like to continue doing it.
You're sailing the Opti, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it good fun?
Yeah, it's quite good. You have a lot of friends you can look at, and yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
Fun.
Now, how did you go yesterday? Tell me about that.
quite good. I got a 30 place, a 6th, and a 16 or a black flag. I don't really know.
Oh. Not far from the Optis, the windsurfers were making the most of the breeze. Well, at the end of a day's sailing, the crews gather here on the lawns in front of Ocean Marina for a post-mortem of the day's events and for a few well-earned beverages. This was when the daily awards were also given out and people swapped tales of their day on the sea. Larry and Fiona are a husband and wife team here, and they're still alive. They haven't killed each other, so you're obviously enjoying sailing together.
Well, you're right. We're both still alive, so at least I am. So
And we've sailed together for coming up on like sort of 26 years. So we managed to move around each other on the boat.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about the boat you're sailing in this regatta.
It's a 48-foot,
46-foot
Beneteau
cruiser class.
stanza.
How many crew?
We've got 10. We have 2 Thai young boys up on the bow that are helping putting up the spinning. Then we have a Lithuanian, an American, a Swedish skipper, Fred Anderson. Toby is American. We have 2 British, Howard and John.
Multicultural
Living
crew.
It's a multicultural boat.
So
Some
you've got
very
a skipper,
experienced
so neither of you are skippers.
No, we have 3 skippers actually. We have Fred who belongs to the boat,
And
then we
owns
have
the boat.
John and Howard who are very seasoned racers. So there's always a little bit of
The old boy
going on
Thai
on
regatta club. You know, the old boy network.
Now, you got a bit of sun. What were you on today? Not
Well, I
spinning
was
directions.
on everything from trimming the front sail to, well, obviously the spinnaker, to ballast at the
ballast
front.
on the front. Put the weight up
I'm
the
usually
front.
balanced. I'm usually
Put the weight
balanced.
up the front, weight
Whatever,
up the side.
whatever the
whatever
captain
needed
says.
to.
Whatever the captain says, that's what I do.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Absolutely. It's absolutely
Wonderful, wonderful.
brilliant.
The man behind the top of the Gulf Regatta is the stalwart Bill Gasson. Well, Bill, it's hard to believe the regatta is now in its 9th year. Does it feel like it's flown by?
Yeah, and it gets a bit tiring. As you can see, I've got to lean against this tree to stand up at this time of the day.
But it's a great event. I mean, it's had a following, and people keep coming back year after year, and it's not hard to see why, is it?
No, well, it's a great regatta because it's unique insofar as it covers sailors from 7 to 70.
Yeah.
And if you look around you now, and as from the stuff you've taken already, you see kids mingling with world champions, they see what the future of racing is for them. And I think that's a big attraction. The numbers of young people sailing here in this regatta has again gone up this year.
Yeah.
There's a record number of boats on the two courses. Keel boats are down a little bit, but that's in line with everywhere else in Asia for the last year.
Yeah.
Windsurfers, it's great.
Now, obviously, a lot of people come to the event because it's great fun. But what's the calibre of the competition like?
Well, the competition's very good. I mean, we've got at least one world champion here, insofar as our own young Thai lady Punpat. Then we've got, if you look around, for instance, North Sails have about 17 representatives sailing on keel boats. And there are several international sailors of renown amongst the sailing group.
So it's a great turnout, actually, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Even though there's maybe 50 or 60 people less this year than last year, this has not yet become a regatta where it becomes impersonal. It is still a regatta where you can meet and greet everyone, and most people know one another. So it's got that intimacy about it that a lot of the other regattas haven't got. And one of the factors is that we have every function here on the property.
Yeah.
Okay, we have functions like tonight that finish at 7 o'clock, but people can go out if they want and enjoy the pleasures of the very excellent restaurants of Pattaya.
Yeah. Among the major sponsors for the regatta, Kingdom Property. CEO Nigel Cornick definitely knows how to throw a good party, and sailors and spectators alike headed to Varuna Yacht Club for a big night.
I'm not sure if you can see, but I'm a little bit sunburnt because I've been out sailing all day. It is the top of the Gulf Regatta, and the best thing about the regattas is not only is there lots of great sailing happening every single day, but there's usually a pretty good party happening. Now, I'm at the Royal Varuna Yacht Club, where Nigel Cornick and Kingdom Property are putting on one hell of a bash. Now, Rain Grady is going to catch up with Nigel, and he's going to tell us what we're all doing here.
I can make it anywhere, yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to club with Harlem, all of my Dominicanos right there up from Broadway. Pull me back to Dominicanos, took it to my stage back, 960 Street. Touch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastries. Cruising down 8th Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, baby, days from Texas. Me and my Vesta, home of that boy Biggie, now I live on.
How was the first day of sailing?
First day sailing, superb conditions.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful blue sky and wind. You couldn't ask for more, really, could you?
15 to 18 knots or so.
Yeah.
Actually perfect, yeah. And great.
And what was the competition like?
Oh, competition was good today.
Yeah.
Better than we could handle.
Yeah. How did you go?
I don't know where we came, but about 4th or 5th.
But you did. At least you finished. Yeah, you got over the finish line.
We're well up, but not good enough.
So Andre, how's the first day of sailing out there?
Yeah, it was good winds. It was okay. Yeah, it was fun, and I think we did a really good race.
How did you
Two
go?
races. We end up 4th. There are 3 racing teams, so
you've got a pretty good team there on El Coyote. I saw you out there on the water, and you look pretty together.
yeah.
Yeah. You sail a lot. You sail a lot
I sail
together.
a lot, yeah. I'm living here. I always sail with Gary for the last year. Yeah.
This is Nigel Cornick, and Nigel, top of the Gulf, you're back again.
Yeah, it's great to be back, Rain.
Now, why do you get involved in the event? I mean, obviously you're not a sailor, but I know that it's a great community project, isn't it?
You asked me that question 15 years ago. Look, at the end of the day, when you're in any community, you have to be part of it. And sailing was one of those things we identified very early in Phuket with the Phuket King's Cup when I was running Raymond. And the top of the Gulf came as we brought our projects to Pattaya, North Shore, Southpoint, and we just followed that theme. And it's a sort of natural thing now to renew as we move forward with Kingdom.
No, I think the last one was about 2007. Does it feel any different now?
No, I mean, it's great to see so many friends and customers go back nearly to 2003 that treat you like a friend, so we must have done something right. And it's not just the free beer that does that, it's all part of a family, if you like.
You've got a great event here tonight. Today was a wonderful day to start the regatta. I don't know if you had a chance to go out and take a look.
I didn't, unfortunately, but the wind was blowing and the sea was great, and actually that's one of the things that sets this event. There's always good wind here.
Yeah. Now today's a very special day for you in more ways than one. It's not just the top of the Gulf.
No, we've been planning to have this event for 3 months at Royal Varuna, and it just so had happened that we finished our show suites on site last night, early hours, so people can now come and inspect the real thing. And the piling rigs are there as well. In fact, my project manager said, they told me to switch the piling rigs off at 5 o'clock. I said, no, you keep them running.
Now, speaking of which, Billy's over in the showroom checking it out. So we're going to go over there and see exactly what's there. Is it going to be exciting?
Oh, everything's exciting for us.
All right, brilliant. Let's go meet Billy there.
Thanks, Ray. Well, here it is. This is the showroom for the Kingdom Properties Southpoint project. So come with me and we'll take a look around.
Back at the party, sailors and other guests soaked up the atmosphere and the refreshments. At the regatta the next day, the winds had returned with force. The dinghy and beach cat sailors were eager for a race. Pookie, I normally see you here at most of the top of the Gulf regattas. I mean, why do you enjoy the event so much?
We always have good wind actually in the past few regattas. Some regattas is not so, but last couple of years it's been really nice wind.
Yeah, now what are you sailing on?
I'm on the F-18, the catamaran.
Yeah, so it's a two-man boat.
It's a man
and
boat,
it must have been pretty wild out there yesterday.
It is, yeah. It was wild to start, and then it just got worse. So, so that was fun. It was really flat water, and it was fantastic conditions.
So you didn't capsize?
No, we were close, but yeah. We were all right, yeah.
So how does today look? I mean, there's not a lot of wind.
It's not very much. We're hoping that it will pick up. It's starting already because we're going to do a long distance, so I hope we have a bit more wind.
Where have you travelled from?
We're from Hong Kong.
Yeah? Now tell me your names.
I'm Mike Scantlebury.
I'm David Harris.
So Mike and David, do you sail together a lot?
Yeah, we've been sailing together now for, I'm guessing, about 10 years.
Yeah.
Too long.
And who's skipper and who's crew?
I'm the helm.
You're the helm. You're the crew. What's he like? Is he Captain Bligh?
No, not at all. No, it's a good. That's good. I don't know. Good marriage. Yeah.
Oh, good. Now this is your first top of the Gulf, I believe. Yeah. What do you think so far?
Oh, fantastic! Really well organised. Great location.
Yeah.
And yesterday, perfect wind as well. So no complaints from our side at all. Lovely.
As the racing got underway again, the big boats were fast and furious. The smaller vessels, the sudden gusts were exhilarating. But for some, it was just too much to handle. All in all, it was a great couple of days of sailing. The top of the Gulf finishes with the awards. It was glory for some and only sunburn for others. But most say they'll be back. Even Bill Gasson admits he's hooked.
I'm not sure whether I'll be doing it. I always resign at the end of every regatta, so...
and you always come back.
Well, yeah, but I may, under certain circumstances, I will do it.
Yeah.
If they want me to.
Well, we hope to see you back here again next year.
See what happens.
And as for us, well, we'll be back again next year too.